The economy, education, and pork chops are on the menu today as Live with Lori continues with State Representative Tom Goodson.
Hi, and welcome back to Live with Lori. We're here with Representative Tom Goodson, and we are finishing up this apple and sweet potato gratin that we poured some apple brandy into, and it just smells so good in here, doesn't it? And then when we're done with that, we're going to do some coleslaw and take everything out of the oven. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, so what we've done is we've layered this here, and then we're gonna try and get these apples out and just smear them across the top like this. While I'm doing this, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
How has, I mean, you talked about your paving company. How has this economic downturn affected your business? I mean,
Well, it's affected everybody in the state for sure. But just in Brevard County alone, with the lack of the NASA and the space program, and then the construction industry and the housing market went south, so it's been brutal, extremely brutal.
Do you see that coming back anytime soon? I mean, how closely are you tied with the housing industry?
Well, at one time during the boom, of course, I was doing a lot of subdivisions, Palm Bay, Viera, Titusville. Now, I just recently got a set of plans on a subdivision, first time in 5 years. So is the market coming back? Yes, I think the market's coming back. I think it might be a slow return. It's not going to be as fast as anybody hoped for. But, it will come back. Will it be? I don't think you'll ever see what you saw before, because prior to that, I had 10 years, the best years of my life in construction, and now I've had probably the worst 5. Okay. But it will be back.
Here, I'm going to get you to pour this.
Sure. On that?
Just pour it right over the top.
Okay.
Yep. We don't want to waste any of that good because it really is so good.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Okay,
and we're going to set these aside. And through the magic of TV, we've already got one done in the oven. So we're just going to set this to the side, and when that finishes up, we're going to take it out and try it. We're going to move on to the coleslaw. And while we move on to the coleslaw, I want to ask you, what do you think that the state legislature and what kind of bills you think could be passed to help the economy? I mean, to help small business owners like yourself.
You're going to have to continue to be a business-friendly state, less intrusion, less government, less permitting, but not give up the permitting that protects our environment and all that, but more cooperation in permitting. Those things I see that we're passing and that we will continue to pass. During these economic times, the next budget might just be as brutal as the one we just had because the revenue stream's not there. So therefore, I hope what you see is a fair, uniform cut across the board. If you think about it, when it was booming, they couldn't give away money fast enough in Tallahassee. We have cut agencies, and yet I haven't seen an agency not open up on Monday morning. So
right.
I hope we continue that. I hope we continue being the business-friendly state. And with time, I hope we've learned from this. I hope we've learned. I'm not sure we have.
But do you have any specific bills in mind that you think could help?
That is such a big question to answer. And to be honest with you, I don't have any insight to what would just jump the economy. It's going to have to be many things that I mentioned there. So you're not going to do this unless you do it in a collaborative, collective law that will help everybody. Because, well, as you know, sometimes you think you have a good law and you don't.
Right, that's true. Well, what we've done while you've been talking is we've got some fennel in here. We've got just a bag of pre-shredded coleslaw with some red cabbage and carrots, and I've got a fennel bulb that we've shredded in here, and we've got half a red onion that I'm going to let you just go right in there. And if you get to the point where your fingers are getting...
Oh, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
We'll be able to tell.
And then I've got just a bunch of parsley here that we're going to cut up. Some basil, some white wine vinegar, some pepper, and a little bit of olive oil. And that's going to be about it. This is a Italian coleslaw, and it's just a little different. I know that you saw me with that fennel, and you're a little unsure.
I've never had fennel.
Well,
now this is the first thing I've seen that I know what it is. But it all looks good. But that's referred to in my neck of the woods as lawnmower salad there.
Lawnmower salad. Well... I think my dad might agree with you. I'm going to show you. You know basil, right?
Uh-huh. I've heard of it.
Well, I'm going to show you a trick for cutting it. If you roll it up like this, and you just roll it, then you can cut it in tiny little pieces without cutting your fingers up. And then you've got ribbons. And it makes it very, very pretty.
Does it taste any better with that in there? Honestly. Because as a redneck, Lori, I ain't going out there to find that little piece of stuff just to put in that big salad. Okay?
Well, I have it grown out back.
Oh.
So it wasn't lawnmower food.
If you can continue telling me what's growing out back, we're going to be in trouble, okay?
No, it's all farm stuff. It's okay. I don't have any goats or pigs or chickens yet, but I'm working on it.
Looks lovely.
Okay, we've got some white wine vinegar and a little bit of pepper and just a little bit of olive oil. It's just a little bit.
I can tell.
It is. It's just a little bit. And we're going to let that set for a minute. So stay with us, because when we come back, we're going to take the food out of the oven, we're going to plate it, and we're going to continue our conversation with Representative Tom Goodson and ask him the feature question of the show.
Don't go away. Lori asked the representative her signature question when we come back on Live with Lori.